Okay, think about this for a second. This incredibly secret meeting, doors locked, deciding the future leader for, well, billions of people worldwide.
Quite something, that papal election, the conclave.
Exactly, and that's what we're diving into today. Using John L. Allen Jr.'s book, Conclave, as our guide. He really gets into the politics, the people, the whole process.
And it's crucial to remember, like Alan points out, this isn't just picking a spiritual leader.
Right. The Pope is this massive figure on the world stage, politically, morally.
Absolutely. So understanding how they get selected, well, it tells you a lot about global dynamics,
Right.
way beyond just the church itself.
So our mission really is to unpack how this all works, what actually happens behind those closed doors.
Well, the scope of the papacy is the first thing. Alan really emphasizes this. You're talking about someone who interacts with presidents, shapes ethical discussions globally.
It's huge. So, okay, the conclave itself. A pope dies or resigns.
Well.
Then what? What's the basic flow?
Right, so first there's the official announcement, then a mourning period. After that, the cardinals, the electors, gather in Rome.
And they get locked in, basically.
Pretty much. Sequestered is the term. They head into the Sistine Chapel area, cut off, to deliberate and vote.
Cut off how? Like no phones.
Yeah, generally no outside contact. The idea is complete focus, no external influence. Then the voting starts. It's a very specific process.
Alan mentions reforms, right? John Paul II changed some things.
He did. He updated procedures. For example, voting is strictly by secret ballot now. In the past, there were other methods like acclamation, but the secret ballot emphasizes individual conscience.
Makes sense. And the whole thing is steeped in tradition, lots of ritual.
Oh, definitely. Every step has historical weight, symbolic meaning. It's quite profound to witness, even from the outside.
Now, Alan talks about these informal groups among the cardinals, not actual parties, but shared mindsets. He calls them things like border patrol.
Yeah, that's his way of categorizing the different, let's say, priorities or leanings. It's insightful.
So border patrol is about?
Primarily focused on doctrinal orthodoxy, maintaining established church teachings very strictly.
Okay. And the others? Salt of the earth.
Those cardinals tend to be more focused on the day-to-day pastoral stuff, what's happening in local churches, social justice concerns, that kind of thing, ground-level issues.
And the Reform Party? Modernizers.
Sort of. They might emphasize adapting church practices or its engagement with the modern world, addressing contemporary challenges more directly.
But these aren't rigid boxes people fit into neatly.
Not at all. Alan makes that clear. They're more like currents of thought, different perspectives that cardinals bring into the conclave. And which current is strongest can depend on what the church is facing at that moment.
Interesting. And then there are the papabili, the ones people speculate might actually become pope.
Right. Alan profiles potential candidates, but it's not just like random guessing.
Yeah.
No, it's based on a deep understanding of how the Vatican works. Who has what kind of experience? Whose known views might resonate with the needs of the global church at that time? It's about informed analysis.
So you look at their background, their track record.
Exactly. Their leadership style, their perceived strengths and weaknesses in relation to, say, diplomacy or management or theological depth.
So pulling it all together, the conclave isn't some relic. It's this really complex mix.
Absolutely. It's history, tradition, yes, but also very real internal church politics, global considerations, and of course, a spiritual dimension of seeking guidance.
And the outcome resonates way beyond Vatican City.
Immensely. You see how selecting just one person, the leader of this major global institution, ripples outwards. It underlines just how influential the papacy still is.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? How can this very specific, very secretive process for choosing one individual have such enormous consequences, both religiously and, well, secularly too?
It's a powerful question.
What does that reveal about leadership itself and influence in our world today? Something definitely worth pondering. Thanks for walking us through that.
My pleasure. It's a complex but vital process to understand.